All right, so we still in Bereshith, which is Genesis. We're in chapter 25, so if you've been following along, this series right here, series 13, is going to be real quick. It's a quick hitter. We're just going to go over some more topics that men and women go through. As you see, if you've been following along, Abraham's wife died. All right, and immediately he's looking for a wife for his son. All right, from his land of his relative. So, they found one. We found out that Ribka went into his mother's tent. She became his wife, and he loved her. All right, so he was comforted. Now let's see what goes on in the next chapter. We're going to chapter 25, and Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. This is the same land he's dwelling in, right? Or is it? You have to find out where she's from. But he got another wife. All right, so you remember Hagar. He didn't go back to Hagar. What happened to Hagar and his son? All right, so that's a lot to think about. And she bore him Zimran and Yokshan and Midian and Yishbak and Shua. How many kids is that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we see Abraham was very, very rich when, going after having kids and women. So just by Abraham having this happen, getting another wife, he could have been involved in, the Hagar decision. It says that the wife and the husband are one, right? What's Hagar doing at this time? Is he still in contact with Hagar, his baby mama? Now he got another wife. He got other kids and descendants, grandchildren. But let's see how the next wife. All right, remember, this is key here also. The wife passed away, so he's able to marry again, right? Now, if she was still alive, this would be adultery, right? Especially if she didn't cheat. If she was faithful. Remember, whoring is the only thing to divorce for. All right, so Abraham got another wife, so that means that even in his old age, so he wasn't worried about having kids at this point. Not even with Sarah, he still was having them. All right. So, did he not want to do what God told him to do and things like that? That's something you have to look into. Talk to your pastors. Verse 5. Now Abraham gave all that he had to Yishak, but to the sons of the concubines whom Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts while he was still living and sent them away from his son Yishak eastward to the land of the east. All right, that's key right there. All right, so Abraham gave all that he had to Yishak, right? Yishak is not taking care of these other kids. You know what I mean? He's not responsible for them. He's still his son as well, right? So just because you have one son from another, wife or, person, doesn't mean that he was responsible for your children, right? Just like God said, his promises is coming through Yishak. All right, so look out. But to the sons of the concubines. What is a concubine? Look up that word. Concubines. There's men that have many women. All right, and this word is contributes to that today. It's a lot of men who have concubines now. They may not call it that. They may call it something else, but they got concubines. All right. Now to his other kids, Abraham gave gifts while he was still living and sent them away from his son Yishak. All right, so although they're all supposed to be brothers, and related, all these kids, he got another wife, same dad and things like that. He's not keeping them together. He's sending them separate to a different place, to a different land eastward, to the land of the east, to be away from this son Yishak. Now, what's going to happen when they grow older, have more kids and reproduce? They're not even going to remember each other. These lineages, how are they going to be connected? Unless they are communicating, sending messengers and things like that. But that's a lot going on because they have a whole different mother, a whole different family side. All right. So as we see here, it wasn't good for, to have two wives at the same time with the kids. Remember, he said he saw the matter was evil when Hagar's son was mocking Yishak. Remember? So now, same thing may be going on here. He sent them away. Why did he send them away? All right, you have to talk to your pastors and read more into this and figure out what's going on. But this is going to be key here. So that's something to take a look at and look into. You can look at the key points as well. But this is key here. All right. The other kids, they received gifts. He gave gifts. He didn't give them all that he had. All right. He gave them gifts. He gave them some gifts here. Here goes some clothes. Here goes some shoes. How many people have parents who are married? They're in a different household with kids, but you're living with your mom or your dad, different part of town, and you know that other parent that's married, they may give you gifts now and then, but it's no real, true connection there, no real true love. It's just that they had kids. See if y'all gonna reproduce or not. If not, oh well, y'all just here. That's kind of how it be. So if you look back, concubines, that's a key word right there. You want to look that up. But other than that, this is series 13. We'll get more into it. Y'all have a good day.